So welcome. So good to see you again, sir. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. एक बार सर वापस से अभी कुछ ही दिन हुए हैं, अभी तो हम उससे ही नहीं निकल पाए थे सर. वो जो इतना बड़ा आपने यहाँ पे बैश दिया था, पेन स्टूडियोज का सक्सेस बैश, एंड नाउ वी आर बैक एट इट सर. एक और धमाकेदार जश्न. व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से?
वो बर्थडे पार्टी थी और ये आरआरआर की 1000 करोड़ की पार्टी है.
राइट.
उसमें बहुत फर्क है. आरआरआर बहुत बड़ी है
सर. आप भी बहुत बड़े हो सर.
नहीं.
राइट. सो ठीक है, सर ने यहाँ पे परमिशन दे दी है. अब जब उन्होंने कह दिया तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं. डीवीवी फिल्म से डॉक्टर डीवीवी दानाया साहब को यहाँ पे बुलाएंगे. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, दानाया सर इज हियर. द मैन of few words I would say, but he is the one who's actually made it possible. और डॉक्टर जयंती लाल गड़ा साहब के साथ मिलके ये लेके आए हर किसी के लिए RRR. Congratulations sir. This is the second time we are meeting, and what do you have to say sir on this success?
डीवीवी बैनर के धनया जी, इन्होंने मेरे को बहुत मदद करी है पिक्चर देने में.
ठीक है, हम सवाल जवाब करेंगे. प्लीज हैव अ सीट सर. Gada साहब प्लीज बैठिए. सर प्लीज हैव अ सीट. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to invite on stage someone जिन्होंने हम सबका दिल जीता है, जिगर जीता है और गुर्दा भी ले गए ये तो यार. Biggest mass superstar of the country, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for NTR Junior. तालियां. Congratulations. So good to see you. Please have a seat. बहुत सारे सवाल है मेरे पास आपके लिए, है ना? And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is someone जो अपनी एक अदा से किल कर देते हैं. Every single time he's on the big screen, सीटियां तालियां रुकती नहीं है. The biggest superstar, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Charan. मतलब all these heavyweights, ये होती है feel. Welcome भाई, so good to see you. A seat. And now to invite on stage, he's my favorite. Matlab, by far he is my favorite director of the Indian film industry. I've said it time and again, and let me tell you that उनको खुद भी ये पसंद है और मैं भी उन्हें डायरेक्टर से ज्यादा हम सबका फेवरेट स्टोरी टेलर कहता हूं. Give it up for S.S. Rajamouli sir. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta give it up to this man. Give it up for this man who's given up the biggest blockbuster, ladies and gentlemen, post pandemic 1000 crore की फिल्म. Welcome sir. So good to see you and congratulations. Sir, I told you sir. Sir, ये सारे records तोड़ेगी. I told you ना sir. So what do you have to say sir? Like some थोड़ा compliments मुझे भी चाहिए sir.
Congratulations on guessing it first.
So we'll start with Ram Charan bhai. Sir, please tell me, ये एक ना कुछ वो poking चलता है ना? हाँ, what is it? And why do we do it? Like you've been bothering sir, and how? वो क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा?
हेलो.
दोनों नहीं, आप तो सबसे आगे हो सर.
हेलो एवरीवन, गुड इवनिंग. थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग. आपका जवाब क्या बोलूं? मेरे को तो टिकलिंग क्या बोलते हिंदी में? गुदगुदी नहीं आता है सर.
अच्छा.
और फील भी नहीं होता.
हाँ.
सिर्फ इनको आता है.
ओके. तारक भाई एक बार बताइएगा उनको आता है कि नहीं आता है?
नहीं आता है.
गुदगुदी आता है.
ऑफ स्क्रीन आता है.
We'll definitely talk about this गुदगुदी. लेकिन ladies and gentlemen, बॉक्स ऑफिस पे जो गुदगुदी मची है, ऐसी गुदगुदी आज तक नहीं मची है, and that too global level पे. तो गड़ा साहब प्लीज मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा, how did this thing happen? Like प्लीज मुझे आज बता दीजिए सीक्रेट कि इसकी शुरुआत कैसे हुई. राजामौली सर से, हमारे सुपरस्टार्स से, या दानाया सर से? कहां से ये शुरू हुआ था सब?
सबसे पहले तो मैं सबको थैंक यू बोलूँगा कि राजामौली जी, जूनियर NTR, रामचरण जी, धनया जी और कार्तिकेय जी सब लोग हमारी इनविटेशन पे आए. हमारी डील की शुरुआत धनया जी से हुई थी. मैंने पहले भी बोला है, शायद आपने सुना होगा. और इन्होंने मदद की कि ये फिल्म कैसे भी करके मेरे पास आए और राजामौली जी तक हम पहुँचे. कार्तिकेय ने बड़ा रोल निभाया इसमें. यस, कार्तिकेय ने बहुत बड़ा लेकिन कार्तिकेय ने बड़ा रोल निभाया हम दोनों के बीच में अंडरस्टैंडिंग करवाने के लिए. और मुझे याद है वो 31 मार्च को हम लोग रात को 12 बजे तक बैठे थे, तभी एग्रीमेंट साइन किया था। तो धनया जी थैंक यू वेरी मच। धनया जी डीबीवी बैनर के ओनर है और इन्होंने बड़ी बड़ी फिल्में बनाई हैं, आगे भी बना रहे, और मुझे लगता है कि आगे भी मुझे हैंडल करने देंगे।
आई एम श्योर सर। सर आपने बोला 31 मार्च को ये साइन हुई थी, तो मतलब आने वाले न जाने कितने सारे फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स जो हैं सर, आपने उनमें उथल पुथल मचा दी है पूरी। अब व्हाट आर वी लुकिंग एट सर, व्हाट इज दैट फिगर दैट वी आर लुकिंग एट, बिकॉज 1000 crores हो गया ना एकदम ऐसे ही, अभी कहाँ तक जाने वाली है सर? दिस इज जस्ट द बिगिनिंग।
डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए मैं मेरे पार्टनर संजय जी, संजय छत्तर और अमिताभ लोढ़ा जी संभालते हैं। और उन्होंने अच्छा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन किया। मुझे लगता है कि रामचरण जी जूनियर एनटीआर और राजा मौली जी खुश है, उनके डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में कोई शक नहीं है। और ये वैसे भी इतनी बड़ी हो गई है और रोज़ चल रही है, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि अभी इसके लिए कुछ बोलना है। अभी नंबर देखते रहेंगे, अभी तो 1000 ही हुए हैं।
ओहो हो, अभी देखते जाइए, अभी तो शुरुआत है, आगे बड़ी बात है। सर दिस वंस फॉर यू, एज आई सेड, यू नो, आवर फेवरेट स्टोरी टेलर। Are you kind of relieved? Like, of course, I did not see that pressure when we spoke the last time also. But are you kind of relieved now when the results are out, और अब इतना सारा प्यार मिल रहा है? What do you have to say on that, sir?
Yeah, absolutely relieved because the film was getting postponed so many times, and because of the pandemic, and we were very unsure about the occupancy of the theaters. I mean, from the audience side, I never had a doubt. From the audience side, I always believed that once the film is out, they are going to come to the theaters. But from the health department side, we didn't know. Suddenly, the governments were giving orders to shut it down completely, 50%, 25%, 75%. So we didn't know what was coming when. So that was a bit of anxious moments, for not just for me, for all the films. And once all the theaters opened, RRR brought the audience back to the theaters. That is the biggest achievement for me.
Right, and we can see that hidden in that smile Rajamouli sir के चेहरे पे जो इस समय। तारक भाई, this one's for you. You know, we've talked about the action, we've talked about the emotion, we've talked about the songs. There's another thing, the very important thing, and that is it's a nod to our freedom fighters. एक बहुत ही खास चीज़, कुछ ऐसे लोग जिनको आप फोरफ्रंट पे लेके आए, उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे काम किए थे, लेकिन शायद उनके बारे में बहुत सारे लोगों को नहीं पता था। What do you have to say on that, sir?
See, I think there's so many stories hidden in our culture, in our country, that these stories need to be told to the coming generations. He was one of the very few lucky people who's read them, who's heard them. Me or Charan are lucky people, a few lucky people that we know them. And I think it is our duty, our responsibility to pass them to the next generation. And films like RRR and directors, filmmakers like Rajamouli, when they make films like this, not only are they making us go down the memory lane, but they're giving it to the next generation also. So I really feel, me or Charan, we feel really blessed to have been a part of this great movie called RRR, where we had the chance to pass it forward to the next generations. So I'm really thankful, very, very, very grateful to Rajamouli, and very grateful to the audiences of our country. They've proved once again that when they love something, when they like something, they don't take it into their heart, but they take it and put it on their head.
Absolutely. And it's not just in our country, sir. मतलब globally मैं बात करूं, और मैंने सुना है बाकी गैलेक्सीज से भी लोग आ रहे हैं, और वो टिकट ऑफिसेस पे जाके RRR इस टाइप की चीजें हो रही है सर. We won't be surprised if we get to see a जादू at the box office, you know. मुझे भी चाहिए RRR. Ramcharan sir, this one's for you, please. Just one thing, you know, this movie, as I said, action है, drama है, emotion है. It takes all of us, like the cine lovers, एक अलग high पे, you know, it leaves you there. जब फिल्म खत्म होती है, for you, the movie has ended, the process has ended. What do you have to say on that?
I think It's been a long journey for us from 2018 onwards to 21. जितना हमने enjoy किया ये movie बनाने में, I think when I sneaked into Galaxy Theatre and thanks to Rajmouli Garu in the south, he sneaked me into another theatre. I truly saw the reactions of people. Like you said, we danced, we had emoted beautifully, and he had a master storyteller. But the audience in North have danced with us, emoted with us, felt bad for us, and again we fought, we rose or revolted. Together I felt. It was not like the audience and me, it was just become a one unit when I saw in the theatre. I called Rajmouli sir immediately and I said, they were so particular saying, when you rose the scene, they also rose along. When you calmed down, they also calmed down. When you wanted them to dance, they danced. I think I made RRR, or I was part of RRR. So I didn't make, sorry. I was part of RRR for one reason, just to see India's reaction, and I saw it. And these numbers definitely matter, but the reactions I saw in Galaxy and another theatre, it will be with me and stay with me forever. Thank you so much, India. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to this entire wonderful team. Gada Saab, thank you so much. Danaya sir, thank you so much for backing this project, for making this film. Rajamouli sir, thank you so much. Tarak bhai, Ram Charan bhai, you know, it's such a pleasure. फिल्म देखना अलग बात है, लेकिन यहाँ आप लोग के साथ खड़े होना ही अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you. तो जिसके पास सवाल है, इतने सारे हाथ अभी से खड़े हो गए.
Hi, Rajamouli sir, over here, towards your left. Firstly, congratulations to the team on the humongous success. It deserves every penny that it's earning. My question to you is, sir, the action set pieces in RRR, especially the interval one, is probably the best that I have seen in Indian cinema. And if we look at all the action scenes of the film, there is a story running in it. So how is it for you to design these thrilling action sequences that are so original with a story running in the backdrop? And could you tell us about your vision for the interval sequence in specific?
I have told this many times. It is, of course, visual grandeur is what attracts the audiences and which makes them keep the visuals are what is attached to their mind. But to keep them in their heart, it needs an emotion running underneath it. For not just the interval sequence, for any action sequence, it is very, very important. And in this case, we have seen Tarak or Bheem undergo pain and humiliation for a long, long time. That's a classic screenwriter's job. You show an actor how strong he is, and then you go him through the emotions of humiliation, pain, yearning to do what he has set out to do for. And you stretch it long enough, or you stretch it for like almost 1.5 hours. And then you show the unleash his power. That needs to be like super, super exciting. Yeah, so that is what is going behind my mind when I was writing. So when Bheem or Tarak unleashes his power, the visual has to be something that the audience should remain in their hearts for a very, very long time. So that's how we came up with that sequence.
And was it conscious decision to make with the animals, because he is called young tiger in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and that is something that reflects in the scenes, be it his intro scene or the interval scene?
No, I mean, people call him lovingly young tiger, but his image, his image is not what I had in mind. The character of Bheem, like I told you, he's so powerful physically, but emotionally he's like a child. So that was what I was banking upon rather than the image.
Rajamouli sir, here, right here, again, same space. I want to ask you something. So I was back in Calcutta when the movie released. My 5-year-old nephew actually walked up to me. He doesn't know much to say, but he said, I want to watch this film matlab in Bengali. And he's like, tum mil ke aaye ho unse? And he's constantly watching all your video interviews and stuff. From a 5-year-old, and I watch it with my parents who are 60 plus, how do you tap into the emotions and how do you make sure that whatever you make caters to all ages? Like we've loved it, our parents have loved it, and nephews and nieces have loved it. How do you do that with each film of yours?
Well, I don't write for all age groups. I write only for children, and I believe that every person has a child in them. Let it be your 65-year-old aunt or grandmother or your 5-year-old nephew. Everyone has a child in them, and I write for them.
And I have a question to both of you because this is one film which you can watch over and over again. And I watch it with different sets of people. And I still want to watch it one more time. Bahubali was divided into two parts. So we knew that when the first part was ending, there's an eagerness or a want to watch the second part. This we knew that there was no second part, but we still want another part. Did you guys feel it that there should be another movie or maybe something where you guys come up with something else maybe?
I'm pretty sure that if it doesn't make RRR, you're going to kill him for sure. He needs to make RRR 2. There needs to be a conclusion to this also. So that's why, I was just talking to one of the journalists, and I don't know how I said it, but I said RRR franchise. So hopefully it becomes true, and he should make RRR 2, right?
I mean, I'm firstly so happy and glad RRR 1 released post-COVID. Of course, we'll all be so delighted again if Rajmouli sir thinks of RRR 2. I hope your wish comes true, brother.
राजामौली सर
सर प्लान किसको पूछ रहे हैं आप? इनको पूछिए ना प्लान. तो हमारा प्लान नहीं.
Actually, you should ask him.
हम तो वैसे भी रेडी हैं. कल शूटिंग के लिए बुलाए तो हम जाएंगे. तो प्लान तो इनका है ना.
They got out of RRR 1 pretty quickly. I am still trying to cool off from the heat generated from RRR 1. So let it cool down. And of course, for me, it would be a great pleasure, not because what RRR will do at the box office, but just because I'll have more time to spend with my brothers. No, that would be more exciting for me. But yeah, let's let time unravel what will happen.
Rajamouli sir, to your right. Hi. Rajamouli sir,